diabetic coke, and if you are then next time they will say that they will bring it, because they bring it to people from the pharmacy.
I did come in at 11 to it was Hi, I'm Jade. How are you? Oh, you're good. So sorry for the wait. Come on through.
We had met in 2023.
No, I don't remember you. I remember speaking to you.
We did speak on the phone.
Yeah, but I don't remember
and
your
maybe,
face.
Maybe it was because his history might have been. I just wonder if it was because it was all the COVID type stuff. Might have been telehealth assessment. Maybe that's what it was.
No, we didn't. I've never had
You've never had a telehealth.
never had a telehealth assessment.
Yep.
Have spoken to you on the phone.
Oh no, I've definitely seen you in person. Yeah. Saw you in person in 22. Spoke to you on
Really?
23.
I do remember seeing a gentleman of your stature, but
Maybe, and you also saw another psychiatrist here as well.
yeah.
But that was back in 22, 23.
Right.
So, you're met just now?
Jade, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you haven't met before?
No.
We spoke briefly on the phone.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. What's your understanding of why this is all happening and why you're back here?
Well, my understanding is that Waratah received a referral from the Australian Federal Police, which I have requested under the Freedom of Information, for reports that I've made to the AFP. So subsequently I've come in here and had a chat with Jay and Josh. Not a very nice welcoming committee for a female to have been approached by three males. And also during that conversation, having been told that I have psychosis and need to be medicated with, I don't believe he would have those qualifications to make that assessment. So I've agreed to come to meet with you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't really understand why I'm here.
Okay. Have you managed to get the stuff from the federal police?
No, I'm getting it from mental health
Oh, you
because
get it from the
yes,
hospital. I see.
yes.
So you
So
applied for that?
yes,
Waiting for it?
yes, yes.
Okay. That's fair enough. Yeah. But why did you make those notifications to the federal police? What was that about?
Well, so for the last couple of years, I have literally recovered over $130,000 of superannuation fraudulent bank account transactions, which actually were happening when I came and met with you. And I think one of the I'm not sure what the lady was. I think she was like a social worker, or she could have been a...
Yeah, that might have been, I think, Jalen. So Jalen, who was a psychologist, I think, wasn't she?
No, it wasn't Jayland. No, it was one of the ladies, perhaps in a similar role to yourself, Jade.
Manhara?
Not Manhara.
Okay.
She went off and she had a baby. So it wasn't Manhara though. It was a lovely lady who helped me through that last.
Might have been Jalen. Because she went off and had a baby.
Jayland. Might have been.
Spelled with a C.
Pardon?
Spelled with a C, Jalen.
Yeah, could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been. Yeah, anyway. So there's just been ongoing issues, and so I've reported those to the federal police. It might have seemed excessive because, you know, when you write a report to the federal police, you have 3,000 characters in their report.
Okay.
So I've submitted multiple reports, and all of those reports are easily evidenced. So I am questioning why I'm here. And again, I think your response to that has been very unprofessional, and having 13 phone calls from your service, multiple text messages, someone attend my ex-husband's house, and then to come here and be confronted by 3 males and have an unqualified assessment as such that I have psychosis and I need to be medicated is really...
Is that where you're still living at the moment with your ex?
Yes.
And your son who's now...
9.
No.
Yeah.
He's finished school at the moment? Or is still...
No, he finishes tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I think the other part is there's been some protective services involved, is that right?
Absolutely not.
No, nothing at all?
No way.
No, okay. So there's been no contact from them or...
Why would there be protective services?
I thought I had read that, but maybe that was... So
Absolutely not. No.
No.
And there would be no involvement. Where would you have read that?
Oh, it would be in your file. I mean, if you're getting everything from Freedom of Information, I can have a look through and see what it's about.
Yeah, that would be good to
But
know.
from your point of view, no, obviously nothing is...
No, my ex-husband and I have a fantastic relationship.
Yeah.
We both work full-time and we have an outstanding son and a great relationship with school. So, there's some really hideous things to say.
Yeah, all right. And what are you doing for yourself? What sort of work?
So I'm doing some consulting work. I do like grant applications. I'm currently doing lots of research, which is probably, another factor to why I'm here, because I'm uncovering quite a bit of information. So I'm doing a 50-year history. I've just turned 50, so of inner Melbourne, and so I've spent quite some time at Public Records of Victoria, and I think, as my friends and I all agree, that this has potentially occurred with the influence of a third party because people are not liking what I've found. So,
Okay. And what have you found? What sort of things?
just lots of gaps in history, let's just say. So, huge history with my family. Nothing to really delve into.
And your ex-husband, what does he do?
He works for a building company.
And you've been, even though you're separated, you've been living together?
Yeah,
separated?
yeah. We just thought that it would be so. It's difficult to, have your child go and stay with their father every second weekend. Mark is really active in. He competitively plays lawn bowls. So it's, and Bo is, he's now a national Kumse champion. He does Taekwondo, so he's now the Australian champion in his division. So juggling, time with his father and, financial situations across Australia now.
Does it work from an emotional point of view in terms of being together?
It's actually interesting. It's the best relationship we've ever had. So, and it works really. It's lovely for Bo to have that family unit. So, yeah, we have a friendship. We have a great friendship. It works really well.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And is there an understanding, for example, that you could both date or both have relationships outside of?
Who has time to have a relationship when you have a 9-year-old child and you're working? And I think that would certainly. It's a conversation that we've had years ago. It's not that we have a commitment to each other. So yeah.
And is there anyone else involved in your family at the moment? Like, have you got extended family? Have you got siblings or parents?
So I have my eldest brother in Townsville. I have Mark's brother who lives east side. We have probably friends that are more family than anything. Then we have, I have a big family. I think we've discussed that before.
But are they involved much in your life at the moment?
Yeah, so catch up with cousins. Everyone lives a hectic life. We'll see each other at Christmas, birthdays, weddings, those sorts of things. Yeah.
So, do you see any point to engaging with us again? Because you had a really, really long engagement back in 22, 23, which, like you said, it was helpful in lots of ways. With the period, I think it was Jane you were referring to probably.
Yeah, she had an Eastern background, I think. Yeah. So
yeah.
She was beautiful. She was a lovely lady. But no, I don't have any reason to come back to you guys, and quite find it very interesting that I've been referred to you again.
Do you remember? You may not remember, but the last communication we had was when I called you about your displeasure at the discharge summary you had.
And I told you then that I was writing. Yeah.
And had that changed in your notes to make sure that it reflected the clearer and more correct diagnosis would be that you had some sort of psychotic episode as a first episode psychosis, and that certainly you couldn't call it schizophrenia. I think you were satisfied with that.
Yeah.
Looking back on that period, do you think it's valid that there were, that we would have seen, professionals here would have seen part of the problem, not all of the problem, but part of the problem you were presenting was being this loss of touch with reality?
So are we talking about my history, or are we talking about the current referral? See, this is what I find rather interesting, is that why I was referred by the Australian Federal Police, first and foremost. Secondly, in relation to, what was that, 4, 5, 6 years ago?
Yeah, I think it was 2.
No, it was 8. I don't even think, no, it must have been longer. My son wasn't even at school, so that was, so Bo is now 9 going on 10. Bo was he wasn't even at school actually, so he's now about to go into grade 4, so that would be 5, 6 years ago. Yeah.
Sort of, 21, midway through 21, and then we discharged you in 23.
No, that can't be right. No, because Bo wasn't at school. We can both look at that
Yes,
history. But yeah, no, because that definitely, Bo wasn't at school, so it was during that COVID period, as you said. Bo's now turning 10 next
Maybe
year.
he wasn't in school because of being at home.
No. He did kinder during COVID. Oh, no, actually, it wasn't even kinder. I think it was preschool. Yeah, so he still spent a couple of years. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, no, feel absolutely astonished as to why I'm here, and very much have communicated that a lot with Mark and friends, and we all agree that it's rather interesting.
So Mark agrees with that completely.
Yeah, like we're all shocked, like why the referral would be made, and I think my two best friends and I all agree that we feel like there's clearly a third party that I've upset in this matter. So yeah.
Do you know who that might be?
No idea.
Would it be, I mean, in terms of us clarifying it all as well, would it be okay to talk with Mark for us to...
Yeah, you can talk to me. Yeah, sure.
We've got his contact details from last time.
Well, you've been calling him anyway,
Okay,
so
we must
yeah, definitely.
0422213313.
Yeah.
You might not call it.
04221313.
Oh, okay.
Just say it differently.
Yeah. Bless it, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from your point of view, you're saying not happy with all of this.
Oh, look, it's not. Look, I just think your approach is
Yeah.
very volatile, actually. I feel like when you have a matter that has apparently been referred by the Australian Federal Police, hasn't been qualified yet, and that you contact someone, 17 times in a space of 48 hours, including, going to someone's house, that's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. So, yeah.
You feel it's an overreaction?
I do. Absolutely. And, I could understand if it was someone that was at risk, but really, I mean, from someone reporting something, and apparently you have copies of the report, so I'm sure that you're, aware of what's in those reports. I don't think you could really say it was some psychotic or episode. And the fact that even when I spoke with your associate Jay and Josh, I'm not sure which one was which, I evidenced some of that information, and I appreciate that you respected my saying to you that, I didn't need you to call me back, that I'm happy to meet with you here. But, realistically, it was a bit of a...
Yeah.
So do you feel that this is, so when you agreed that potentially there was psychosis originally back then when you were first referred?
Yes.
Yeah, that there was...
Look, I had a
that's
really...
not the case now? Is that different now?
There was so back when we met, I had gone through a very traumatic experience with neighbours in Sunbury, and I think you should have record of that. And then, having to move, those sorts of things. I think we all got drowned by COVID, etc. So, things have been fantastic since then. It actually had been quite life-changing. So, I don't drink alcohol anymore. I, do taekwondo, I do Pilates. I just, life is very fit and healthy. And I have, a great relationship with my ex-husband, which is working really well. That's great. It's, where we have a home environment for our son. Our son is excelling in everything that he does, apart from school, perhaps. But yeah, so quite confronting that you guys have made such a dramatic stance on contacting me, and
Yeah. But
interesting.
you can see why though. It's to do with obviously having that past history with mental health services, and then the federal police being concerned because of.
Well, the federal police wouldn't have that information.
No, they
and
wouldn't, but they were basing it solely on your reports to them.
yeah, so I find that very interesting.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Obviously, you think that there's some sort of third party involved, but I think from what I can tell, they were just concerned that you were the nature, the content, and the number of communications you had with them. I think that's
Again, I'm a writer, so if you were to write me a hi, how are you?
Yeah.
I would be, fantastic, having a great day. I established this in business a long time ago. I'm very descriptive. So again, when you're writing something in a report that has 3,000 characters and is unable to be evidenced at that point, it becomes, I'll continue on to another report. So if you read those reports, you'll see that on 2 occasions they do refer to the previous report.
Okay. So what if we leave it today with, we'll talk with Mark, and see
Yep.
How Mark sees all this and whether he has any specific concerns. And would it be okay if you catch up with Jade at some point again? I mean, not straight away, but say catch up again, just to tidy everything up in terms of after we've spoken about.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. We'll have to do it after Christmas though, because we've got,
Yeah, I think that'd be fine.
it's Christmas here, we're going to be
Busy.
all over the place, so...
What are your plans?
So Christmas we do, Bo's with me half, so we live together but we still have separate lives. So Bo and I are doing Christmas lunch in town, and then Bo will do afternoon at his uncle's. Boxing Day we do family in Dalesford, then we stay up in Ocean Grove until New Year's, back in Melbourne for New Year's Eve, then to Phillip Island after New Year's. So
Wow, so very busy.
yeah, so but it's just basically beach.
So does he spend some of that time with his dad?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, it's his dad's home during that period.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, he probably spends more time with me.
Jade, do you have anything else you want to bring up today?
So you're happy to meet up with me after New Year?
Yeah, I'm happy to come and have a chat with you.
We usually see with another clinician, so it would be with me and a doctor. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
It would
fine.
be from a doctor from my team.
Yeah.
Do you know which
Yeah.
doctor it's been held?
So it would be Miller or Cicera.
Okay.
If I can find.
Yeah, so Nella's a woman and Cecilia. Cecilia you actually have met, but you may not remember.
Yeah.
So sorry, with 3 people.
No, just
No, just the 2 of us.
Yeah.
I'll just say the most convenient appointment for you and who's available.
Yeah, sure.
So, because I was allocated, and so was Dr. Miller, who's a psych-registered doctor,
Yeah.
and the psychiatrist was Dr. Cicera.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll see which one's available.
Yeah,
and
sure.
We can catch up and help, smooth things over, work things out, offer you any support that you might need.
Yeah, thanks. But I'm perfectly fine.
yeah, and I hear what you're saying,
Yeah.
and very sorry about your perception of just being harassed, all those phone calls from us.
Yeah.
Well, it is harassment. It's not a perception. There was 13 phone calls, multiple text messages, Mark being called, and it wasn't an emergency situation. So yeah, I have made a complaint about Waratah's actions because if I had been a non-functional, I don't know, I'm sure you have people with some extreme health issues.
Sure. Yeah.
That would be horrendous. I can't believe you guys actually do that. It's terrible. Like, that is really bad. Really disappointing that happened to me. I really do think if that happened to someone that was in a state, I can't even imagine what it would be like for them at all. It's terrible.
Yeah. on the business of phone calls, you won't be getting 30. But I will call you just later this afternoon, just
That's
when
fine.
I've got the calendars open.
Great.
And book something that's convenient for you.
Yeah, so we'll be away. We are also thinking about maybe going to see my brother in Townsville. The Australia Day week. So so it wouldn't be until
early January.
No, so I think Bo's back at school on the 28th of January. So Australia Day is the 26th. So we're thinking potentially the week before we spend Australia Day, because my eldest brother lives in Townsville and he's a bogan. So it's always good to go and do this Aussie.
Well, when are you back from all the...
So we would have to be back from the Christmas things.
Yeah.
We won't be back until, we won't be back.
All of January?
Pretty much, yeah. So the plan is that we will be up in Phillip Island pretty much from the 3rd, I think.
Okay.
Throughout Jan, we'll go from Phillip Island, take the ferry across to Queenscliff, spend time with my cousin in Geelong. So yeah, it'll be.
I'll call you after, but is it possible to do in between?
No.
Okay.
No.
It could also be a teleo. Like a
Could be
video.
a teleo.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry, but that's Christmas break. Again, if you're trying to force upon me mental health services, I'm not. Again. In saying that, I think yes. I
I'll
think
call you later. We'll work
if you want to call me, again, I think Bo's back. I think it's the 28th of January. So post that would be best for me. Yeah. But I'm happy for you to check in. But otherwise, it's Christmas. We're away. We're beach bums. We're planning on heading to Townsville. I'm not going to rearrange my holidays around.
No, we don't.
You're travelling with Bo, and who are you travelling to Townsville with?
Oh, I'm going to see my eldest brother.
Oh, your brother.
Yeah. My brother Darren lives in Townsville. So,
he's the bogan.
Yeah. Everyone in Townsville is a bogan.
Yeah.
No. So
I've been through there. I can confirm that.
Yeah. So no, I just say that because it's Queensland. Queensland is a very slow and Queensland. Townsville's like that next extreme, and I love it up there. It's like you kind of go to a shopping centre and everyone's very
relaxed.
Relaxed is an understatement, but when we got there, we have a great time. There's Magnetic Island up there. It's absolutely beautiful. Whitehaven Beach. We steal my brother's car and we go. We go and spend some time down at Whitehaven Beach, and it's a beautiful place. But it's Queensland.
Sounds gorgeous though.
Yeah, it is. It is good. Yeah, but I think we'll just it'll be a week of hanging with my brother. Just adding to this recording that any previous dealings with Waratah Health were due to the Victorian Police and Federal Police, again, referring matters following me reporting individuals for breaking and entering, theft, and also reporting matters of fraud against me. So although those times appear to be voluntary, I had identical experiences with Waratah that included
people attending my home on multiple occasions, and I was forced to take medication as I was told that if I didn't agree, that a order would be put upon me to actually take medication. That came from Manhara and other staff at Waratah, and just wanting that noted in relation to this matter.